Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. So excited to be here with you. BET Plus actor, Cletus Cassidy. Let me make sure we throw that in there. Don't leave that out. That's what's really important. BET Plus actor, Cletus Cassidy, in the building with y'all again, man. Just excited to be here with you. Back in Virginia, back in the cold. Doing it for the gram, me, is what I'm doing today. We're going to have a great show today, man. It's Monday, first day of the week. For many of us, first day of the week, work week. Depends on how y'all view it. Some people view Sunday as the first day of the week. Most people consider Monday to be the first day of the week. But, you know, whatever. However you want to roll with it. That's on you. But we're going to have a good time on today. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before, and you decided to come back, you found a night robbery to be back with us again, man. Listen, thank you. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Got a lot to discuss today. Weekend recap happens on Monday. We also the weekend recap happens on Monday, and I get to talk specifically about an event, man. I love when I get to talk about social events, things that happen big time in the world. And, you know, we all had the Grammys the other day, 60-something of Grammys, 65th, 66, something about it. And it was a good one, I guess, maybe. The Grammys won't Grammy in. The Grammys used to be a surefire event. I don't know if it was surefire last night. There was some fire, but I don't know how sure it was. But if this is your first time hearing this, you wonder what this show is, it is my horrible idea to get up first thing in the morning to tell y'all all my personal business, just to go off and on, and eventually turn left. That's the only thing that we know is solid. I thought that was gray hair. That was a piece of lint. Look at that. Look at God. Yeah, the only thing that's consistent on this show is me speaking every morning. I speak to the people that speak to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start the show off by doing that. The first three people, of course, get the mythical medals, the M&Ms. So let me go ahead and get this thing started. Winning the bronze today, Melissa Kuta Light Luther. Good morning, Melissa. Winning the bronze today. Silver medal goes to Kim Cat Thomas Jones. Good morning. And the gold medal this morning goes to who? Snoop. Good morning, my man, Carol Snoop Boykins Jr. That's how old people say it. They act like they can't get all the letters out. Their tongue just gets stuck right there. Junior. That's Junior's boy, ain't it? Yeah, that's Junior's boy. So it's my man Snoop with the gold, Kim with the silver, Melissa with the bronze. Also here, the Pride of North Carolina, Courtney Weston Murphy. Lisa, I got a date with Lisa. Lisa Bazemore Bishop. Crystal Sex Appeal. Good morning. I ain't seen you in a while, Crystal. And I don't know what I saw when I first saw your picture. I'm going to tell you what, my mind just must not be right. When I first looked and seen your profile picture, it was small. It just looked like some legs up in there. I'm like, well, Crystal, that's a daring picture. But now I see it's some kind of background situation, some stairs or something. Also here, Franita. Good morning, Joyce. Wilberta is here. Trouble in the building. My man, Jeezy, is in the building. Eminem, Anytime, Any Place. Michelle McKinney is in the building. Shannon, Ida is here. My man Roy, good morning, bro. How you doing? Steve is in the building. Stony Wright, new name in here. Good morning, Stony. Good morning. Shantae, good morning. You got to love the Shant. And so that could be Shanta, Shantae. Shanta. Shanta. Good morning, Vanessa. Vanessa just had a birthday, man. Good morning, Vanessa. Turn up. Party of the year for Vanessa. So merry birthday, Vanessa. Just turned 45. So merry birthday to Vanessa. Also in the building, Patricia Pippen. Good morning, Patricia. Pete in the building. Let's just talk it out real quick. Let's go ahead and start. I wanted to start my weekend recap. But maybe we'll start right now. I'll go ahead and start my weekend recap. I spent the weekend in Dallas, Texas. I was there to do a surprise birthday party, so I wasn't able to really say where I was because the person whose party I was doing watches the show. And so I was in Texas to do, what's up, Tonio? I was in Texas to do a surprise birthday party, and I realized, what's going on? Good morning, Niambi. There's some money in Texas. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all find out all of a sudden that you can't see me no more, you can't find me, it's because I'm in Texas. I'm moving to Dallas. Racism be darned. I know that black people are the minority. It's white folks, Mexicans, and then us. But Dallas is amazing. There is money in Dallas. And listen, Dallas smells rich in certain areas. I was able to go to some amazing restaurants. I went to a restaurant called Ella B's, which was great. I went to Kitchens and Cocktails. That is the black-owned restaurant that got famous because the owner kicked everybody out for twerking. He got a DJ in there, but there's no twerking allowed. They actually got a picture of a butt right there on the window, letting you know, don't you come in here with your twerkations. Well, what a city Dallas is. I had a very good friend of mine, Mr. Roger Smith, looks just like Emmett. He showed me around. He showed me around Texas. He showed me around Dallas and surrounding areas. Just amazing. We saw the commonplaceness of people with money out there. We went by Jerry Jones's house. Jerry Jones' house expansive. He's got a moat in the backyard. Who still has a moat in the year of our Lord 2024? Jerry Jones. I saw the moat myself with my own eyes. I say Jerry's living differently. He's not letting the slaves escape his property. Got a moat. They don't teach him to swim. We got a moat back there in the back of his house. We went to Mark Cuban's house, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. His house was expansive, and he has armed guards on duty. He lets you know right now it's armed guards on duty and dogs. He got a sign on the gate that says armed guards on duty. Also, beware the dogs. Now, the armed guards is enough, but then you got dogs out there too. It's different. I don't know anybody with enough money to pay somebody to be an armed guard on their property. I thought I knew some people with money. I was like, okay. But the people that I know with money ain't got armed guards and dogs money. Armed guards and dogs, that was a lot. It was a lot. I got to see all the fancy cars. Went to some mall. It was the very first shopping mall in America. And amazingly, there's still a man out there waiting on his wife from their very first day of the opening, from the grand opening. It was the very first mall ever in America. It's a man sitting right there, man. And people every now and again stop by, feed him. He's been sitting there waiting on his wife to come out of the store ever since that mall opened. So strength and wisdom, strength and power to that man. Strength and power to that man as he sits there. Aries, good morning. Yeah, Rich Rising. That's what I'm talking about. Rise up rich this morning. So Dallas right now, and I've been to Dallas before, but I never got to really experience Dallas. This is my second time performing in Dallas. Last time I was in Dallas, I was on tour, and so we only was like in and out. We came in that day, we was out the very next day. Won't nothing. We was in, then we was out. So this is my first time ever being able to go and just chill in Dallas. What an amazing time. Met up with some of my family out there in Dallas, hung out with them. I got a cousin who lives in a college dormitory. They call it a luxury apartment suite, but it's just a college dorm. Everybody in there knew each other. They spoke. They had a bar downstairs. You know your apartment building is on something different when they got a bar with a bartender downstairs. She's there every day till 10 o'clock. There's a bartender. I'm at the bartender. You go right downstairs, have her make you a drink. I mean, you still got to pay for it. You get a bill or whatever, but it's just the fact that there was a bartender downstairs. That tells me right now you live in a frat house. You live in a co-ed frat house. And it was a good time for him. Great time. I had a good time hanging out with him. He tried to go and influence me to go to the strip club. Now, I'm a different type of person. If somebody comes into town to visit me, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody comes into town to visit me, I'm going to take them sightseeing. I might take them, you know, Portsmouth doesn't have a lot. I might take them to the casino, Virginia Beach. Good morning, Serena. I don't think I've ever decided, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take them to the strip club. And that was his main move. He was like, hey, cuz, hey, man, what you got going? We're going strip club. Well, I was like, hey, brother, we skipped over regular club. We skipped over everything. We went straight to strip club. We did not pass go. We giving away $200. I mean, what is happening here? So yeah, he definitely was on something different. But I appreciate him. He's still my cousin. I just know me and him live different lives. We live different lives. That's all I know. Let me take y'all on a quick journey through what I experienced in Texas. If y'all don't mind, we'll go through it real quick and then we'll move on. Portsmouth strip clubs and Dallas strip clubs are different. Okay. We'll go with a classier strip club, I guess. I don't know. I still didn't feel comfortable. We're gonna look at some photos real quick. This right here, I'm just telling y'all, is where JFK was killed. I forgot they killed JFK in Dallas, but this is the street where he was killed. That's the depository building where they say the man was on there and shot JFK. This is like the little all that stuff is just JFK. Now we're gonna get to something strange in a minute. There was people just walking around, just seeing. If you see that X in the middle of the street, if you see this young Caucasian gentleman apparently busting a move, but right behind them there's an X in the street. Those are the X's. There you go. You got a good chance of seeing it right there. The X marks the spot where John F. Kennedy, where the bullets hit John F. Kennedy, and they got a mark in the street permanently. That's the first shot right there. Where that X is, this is where the second shot hit him. So apparently he was shot twice. And they were serious about it. They were serious about going out there in the street and seeing what John F. Kennedy had to say. It was a lot. There you go. Somebody standing in the street because they're like, oh, I want to stand in the spot where JFK was shot. That's just so weird. It's just so weird. But if you notice, there wasn't a lot of milk chocolate out there visiting. It was not a lot. This guy's a conspiracy theorist. He seems to tell us that he doesn't believe that John F. Kennedy was shot the way that he was shot. There was a grassy knoll and other shooters. And so he had autopsy pictures of John F. Kennedy. He had a lot going on, but he didn't seem to bathe much. Bathing wasn't his thing, but conspiracy theory, yes. And of course, in Dallas, there's nothing but cowboy hats and boots. You can buy those anywhere. This is when I went to Kitchens and Cocktails, which was a good time. K&K, one more K, and that would have been the most popular restaurant in Dallas. But apparently it's black owned, so you don't get that third K. You can't earn your third K if you black owned. But you can see they were quoting Jay-Z and Beyonce in there. It was great. This was some of the food coming out. That was the fish and grits there. I don't even know what that first dessert light pastry is. I have no idea. That looks like the eggs and stuff. Oh, that was something else. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That was my good friend Rojas and his wife Shindra. Together, they're Roshindra. They had the deviled eggs with shrimp on top. I don't know what that's about, but that was good. That was a rum punch that I didn't drink the alcohol. What are y'all talking about? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That was the chicken and waffles. Those look like little donuts, but they waffles. They were good. It was good. That's the fish and grits in the back, and the dream eggs is what they call it. I don't know how that rum punch is empty by me, but let's just say that wasn't me. But Kitchens and Cocktails. And there's just some random. This is Jerry Jones's house. The back of Jerry Jones' house side. That's the fountain in Jerry Jones's community. That's when you know you're on a different level of wealth. Right there, that's what's in the front yard. Different level of wealth. That's the wall around his house. That's us. This is us at the mall. Somebody was rich enough to have a Hummer golf cart. A Hummer golf cart. That's just different. The Ralph Lauren store. I'm a big fan of Ralph Lauren. I didn't get out in the car. We just drove through. This is just a picture of the mall. This is Mark Cuban's residence. Mark Cuban, owner of the Dallas Mavericks. That was his house. As you can see, it took a lot of pictures because I was just amazed. And these are all different gates to his house, too. It ain't the same gate. You got a lot of gates. Oh, we saw one of these. That was one of the ugliest vehicles I've ever seen in my life. A Tesla Cybertruck. Completely ugly. This is where I went to go feel bad. I went to go be a loser. This is the Cowboys practice facility. Jerry Jones has got a lot of money. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful area. It's loser town. It's loser town. There were some of the players and their numbers out there. It was a nice experience, man. My friend Rogers standing around. Emmitt Smith. This is a view from my hotel. I was on the 26th floor. This was just a random TV in downtown that was showing the game at night. I went to a barbecue place. Look how many smokers they got in that barbecue place. Look at how many smokers they got in there, man. And I was just like, I got to get brisket if I'm in Texas. I felt like if I don't get brisket in Texas, I'm doing the world a disservice. So these were all the smokers. I know you're looking at it, Snoop, and you're like, man, that's amazing. What the things you could do with that many smokers. And so you had to get your meat by the pound. And they just slapped it. This is pure Texas action right here. I went in, they were just like, what you want? I was like, I don't know. And the meat was by the pound. It was like brisket was like $35.99 a pound. They were just like, hey. They're like, here you go. Oh, yeah, Devon, y'all saw the smokers. They were just like, how much meat you want? And I was like, sir, my cousin already trying to take me to the strip club. Now you in here talking about how much meat I want. This is different. So I was like, let me get a half pound of brisket. They put it on the scale and they just slapped it on the tray. Ain't no plates in there, nothing. They just slap your food on the tray. Here you go. Bam. Slapped on the tray. Brisket and sausage on the tray. It was delicious, though. Another view from my hotel. And that's just me randomly going back to the airport. But that was the experience in Dallas. Dallas was a great place. I'm moving to Dallas. So if y'all say anybody ask you where I'm going soon, I'm going off to Dallas. Going off to Dallas. So I'm y'all just know that's when y'all can't find me no more. Just know that I'm gone to Dallas. While Davon Yonkers is on here, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this because I want to highlight good people while I got a chance to highlight good people. My man Davon and his wife have been stalwarts in my family, and we've been friends for quite a long time, multitude of years. He and I have been friends, and it's just amazing to see that WTVR up in Richmond, Virginia, ran an article on them, ran a story on them, and I got to go ahead and highlight that before I move on anywhere else. Before I move on to anything else, let me just share this story. Our college love story led these music teachers to make beautiful music. These two got together. That's Davon and his amazing wife, Danielle. They already got the same initials. These guys have been amazing people. They're both excellent band directors. Davon is the head of bands at Highland Springs High School and the director of bands, And Danielle is also a band teacher in Henrico County at Elko Middle School. So that's him in action, and that's her in action. And they are not only spousing, but they are also pretty much best friends. It's amazing. I love working with them and seeing them. When you see one, most of the time you see the other. They got shared interests. They're just great. They're super supportive. So shout out to the Yonkers, Davon, and of course his wonderful, beautiful wife Danielle. They didn't think we were gonna be together. That's the caption they put on the news. Fellas, we can't win. We can't win. Out of all the captions that they could have got out there, you could have been out there. Oh yeah, they met at Norfolk State University, marching in the mighty Spartan Legion, behold the green and gold. But all the captions you get in an article about how good of a couple y'all are. The caption they get on the news, we didn't think we were gonna be together. That's how they get you, fellas. And so it don't matter. It don't matter what you do, fellas. It don't matter what you give, how great you give. They still gonna get you with we didn't think we was gonna be together. That was the caption. Not I love her, we work together, we make beautiful music together. No, we didn't think we was gonna be together. That was the caption that they stole. We didn't think we was gonna be together. Anyway, I hope y'all had an amazing weekend. This weekend was also highlighted by the Grammys. Man, I'm gonna talk about the good, bad, and indifferent of the Grammys. The good, bad, and indifferent of the Grammys. And if you watch music like if you like music, I enjoy music. I'm a music guy. I love listening to music. I love the intricacies of music. I'm not a musician, but I love the intricacies of music. The Grammys are highs and lows. The music industry is about highs and lows. Ask Killer Mike. Good morning, Lisa. Killer Mike has been in the rap game for a while. You know, he's a walking oxymoron. The man's name is Killer Mike. Yeah, he forever is on some nonviolence. He always wants black people to do better, but not have homicide, all of that. Killer Mike. Good morning, Larry. Also want to give a shout out to my friend Larry Hales, who just had a birthday too. Larry's an amazing professional bowler. Killer Mike finally breaks through, wins 3 Grammys, and ends up in handcuffs. And not only was Killer Mike in handcuffs, Killer Mike was a big guy. He was in 2 sets of handcuffs. If you actually watch the video of him being arrested and held, he was in 2 sets of handcuffs. That's when you know you reach a level of fat that, listen, those are my only goals in life. You sit in that plane with no extender belt, and if you're going to arrest me with 1 pair of cuffs. When I need that second pair of cuffs, I'm too chunky. I've gone into overload. Killer Mike won 3 Grammy Awards, including the Album of the Year for his album, Michael. There were some people who, of course, there's always going to be a lot of controversy. Some people say that he shouldn't have won the award, that Nas should have won it for King's Disease 3. Just back and forth. There was a lot of back and forth who should have won it. But I'm going to tell you what, you can't win a Grammy and get arrested in the same night. I'm going to tell you what it shows. You can't run from the police forever. Y'all say what y'all want to say about the police. They know when to come get you. You had that outstanding warrant. You put that fly out, I'm going to be at the Grammys. And they were like, got him. Somebody was waiting on that opportunity too. They just wanted to go to the Grammy. Officer Johansson was like, here's my chance to get into the Grammys for free. Go arrest Killer Mike after he gets his 3rd Grammy. He was polite enough to wait. Now, they gave that out. They gave that out in the beginning, in the pre-show. They gave it out in the beginning of the pre-show. Hip-hop did not make it to the main show. A lot of awards are given out. Best Comedy Album went to Dave Chappelle, so shout out to Dave Chappelle for Best Comedy Album. All of those things went like before. There's so many categories in the Grammys that they don't put all of them on the main show because they got to get a lot of those boring performances on. But so it's not really about the awards. It's really about the performances. And somebody yesterday was like, why didn't they put hip hop on? Hip hop is the #1 genre of music. It's not. It might be the #1 genre of music to the barbecue population, but not everybody. Nope, not everybody. It is not. Country still rules this country. Not anything else. Country runs this country. Country is number one. Then pop. Now they flip-flop by years. Some years country is number one, then pop is number one. Country and pop are number one and number two. Then you start getting into your rap and your hip-hop. Hip-hop is doing better than R&B. R&B is dying. R&B used to be able to fight with pop, but now we don't have no solid R&B singers. I listened to SZA last night, and I'm a big fan of SZA. Like, I love her music. I didn't understand the words she was saying. SZA sings like she's got like peanut butter in her mouth or something. I don't know what SZA be saying. And I like the song that she won Song of the Year for. I'm a fan of SZA. But no idea. And then they were sword fighting, and people were killing boyfriends. It was a lot happening. And SZA was just like, no. And I was like, I know she's saying something to us, but no. And then I saw that. I saw the fact that they once again, they made Stevie Wonder give somebody a tribute. When will Stevie get his tribute? When will he see the day that, when will he be able to look back and when is Stevie gonna get his award? We are constantly. Stevlin Morris is the greatest writer, performer, singer of our time ever. And all y'all do is make that man come out there and sing other people's stuff. They did a trick. I missed it. I didn't see it, and neither did he. Do it every year. We got to protect Stevie. Stevie is 947 years old. We should be giving him a tribute every year. They working Stevie to death. Hey, Stevie, can you come out here and do a tribute to this person or that person? I'm tired. I'm tired of it. Beyonce opened up a Stevie one. No, that's not enough. It's not enough. Taylor Swift has to do it. I'm sick of it. Tired of it. That man is hanging on. Stevie Wonder's life, the hourglass of Stevie Wonder's life is how many locks he still has. Every time he loses a lock, he's closer to the heavenly choir. I want us to continue to respect Stevie Wonder. Because he's a natural wonder. That's the eighth wonder of the world, Stevie. I don't care what none of y'all say. That man is blind, and he sings about stuff that's visual. He sings about a ribbon in the sky. How he even know it's there? But Stevie can see it. Stevie wrote a song called Isn't She Lovely? Because he wasn't sure. Stevie was asking the question, isn't she? Okay. Then we got to the Jay-Z speech. Jay-Z was given a Lifetime Achievement Award. And there was some other stuff in there in between. Taylor Swift won some stuff, and SZA went out there. Lizzo looked good. I've been anti-Lizzo for so long. I got to give Lizzo her credit. Lizzo was well put together. It seemed like she lost some weight. She had clothes on. She was fully covered. She had a bunch of bangles on. I don't know what that was all about. She won't finna sneak up on nobody while she was there. But Lizzo actually look. I gotta give Lizzo credit. Normally she's cheeks out, at least a nipple, but she did good this time. So Lizzo, and I'm not fat shaming Lizzo. I'm not skinny shaming Lizzo. I'm just telling Lizzo, credit to Lizzo for looking a little less Lizzo-y. She didn't look as Lizzo-y as she normally does. And then Jay-Z got up there. Let me tell you something. Jay-Z is why I couldn't be a billionaire. Jay-Z he's the epitome of why I couldn't be a billionaire. Jay-Z doesn't care. He doesn't care. Everybody else was well dressed at the Grammys. Jay-Z, I got this shirt unbuttoned. Third button all the way into my chesticles. Because I don't care. I'm anti-establishment. I'm a billionaire. What they gonna do? I can buy the Grammys. I'm gonna drink out of this Grammy. He just drinks out of them. The disrespect to the Grammys is amazing. And he got up there just like old people. Now, Jay-Z said he was nervous. I don't even understand why. This is a man that's been at the pinnacle of his career, 88 Grammy nominations for the man, the most ever. He said he was nervous, and when he gets nervous, he just talks. He then got up there, and he was hilarious. Now, let me tell you something. Jay-Z may have been funnier than Trevor Noah. Whoever wrote the comedy for Trevor Noah, the host, I'm trying to get that job next year. Because whoever wrote for Trevor Noah this year didn't quite get it. Trevor Noah is a gifted comic. He's very good. He left something to be desired as host of the Grammys. He did. He left something to be desired. So I'm concerned. Jay-Z was funnier. When Jay-Z said Jazz Jeff and the Fresh Prince boycotted the Grammys and then went over to a hotel and watched the Grammys, he was like, that's not how it works. I was like, there you go, Jay. You own it. But Jay-Z pointed out something that's weird. Now, if you notice, I gave y'all a story about my good friends Danielle and Davon Yonkers. I talked about them a little bit earlier and how their amazing love story made the paper. And the only thing that made the paper was we didn't think we was going to be together. That's what they put in there. But that's because they're not rich. If they were billionaire music teachers, would have been something totally different. Jay-Z did one thing about Jay-Z. You can talk about how great of a musical artist he is, how famous he is there, how smart he is, pro-black. That man has learned husbanding 101. Fight for your wife. Remember, man, no moment is your moment. It don't matter what award you getting, fellas. It is not about you. If you are married, that award is about your wife. Now, if your wife wins something, that's hers. If Beyonce won an award, that's Beyonce's award. She ain't thanking Jay. She ain't giving credit to Jay for nothing. Now, Jay-Z won an award, he better thank Beyonce. Men, you got to learn this. I'm telling you now, you're going to save yourself a lot of heartache. You don't have nothing to yourself, fellas. If you win an award, if you recognize and you don't recognize your wife, it's going to be a long ride home. I could look at Beyonce and just see. Don't mention me if you want. She stood there. Jada Pinkett's there. I'm waiting. You ready, B? I'm ready. I don't want to embarrass this young lady. You got to. You don't have nothing if you married. It's all about your wife. Jay-Z said, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but how you get the most Grammys of all time, but never win album of the year? Probably because you never had album of the year. It ain't no large conspiracy against her. She ain't never had album of the year. I don't want the Beehive to get all upset with me. Here's the thing. You can have an amazing song every year. You can have an amazing song, and that can win all the Grammys. But the album might not be a better album. That's just how music is. You go through a musical album. I've been listen, I'm a huge fan of Boyz II Men. I'm a large Boyz II Men fan. I'll even go Jodeci. When I first got that Jodeci tape, because I didn't get it on CD, I had that tape. The A side of that Jodeci album is fire. Come and talk to me. Stay. All over the place. Listen. Come and talk to me. Stay. You. Forever My Lady. All on side one. I dare somebody to name me the songs on side two. Side two of that Jodeci album is garbage. It can't be album of the year. Boyz II Men has had some fire songs. That A side, amazing. The B side of that album, not fire. In order to be album of the year, the album has to be great. You can put 10 really good songs on an album, compared to one album with one great song and 9 The quote Beanie Man, and I'm not calling Beyonce's albums I'm just telling you, in order to be album of the year, that whole album's got to be great. So Beyonce won a lot. She's won a lot of awards, as she should. Beyonce has song. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care if there's a man out there, straight murderer, killer, thug life official. Thug life official. And you know what? He got a Beyonce song that he likes. Every man does. We can sit here and lie all we want to. Fellas, we can go ahead and try to keep our fragile male egos straight. We can try it. But I'm going to tell you now. Every man has a Beyonce song that he likes. Now, how many Taylor Swift songs can you name? I'm not a Swiftie. That's not my genre of music. That's not my, I know 13 is a song that she's got. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan at all. Like, I don't understand the hype about Billie Eilish. But my daughter's a huge Billie Eilish fan. So Billie Eilish it is. And I'm sure Nala feels like Billie Eilish should have won album of the year. And it is subjective. It's subjective. So how many people you gonna put in the subject? I'm gonna wipe my computer screen off. It's getting on my nerves. The sunlight really highlights the dirt on your computer screen. You just be like, oh, I didn't know I was that trifling. It is subjective. And that's the point. There is no actual, these are the guidelines for song of the year. The tempo has to be this, the beat has to be that. 4 old ladies have to like it. It's just whoever's voting. What's my Beyonce song? Ooh, I don't know. I like anything with, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is a dirty little secret, Shannon. You really put me on the spot. I like any songs with a countdown in it. So I don't know the name of that song, but it's 10. He picked me up at 8. You think I feel so lucky? 7. He got me in his 6. Yeah, that's my song. Because it got a, you're the one I'm waiting for. 3 to 2 to the 1. In this love. That's my Beyonce song. I'm turned up every time that comes on. But any song with a countdown. Any song with a countdown. Boys and Men's, because it has a countdown. Not Chrisette. What's my girl's name that sings the song? Then about Don't Let Me Get to 10. The one that told you to come pick up your feelings. I just can't say her name right now. I love songs with a countdown. So Beyonce, so Jay-Z got up and did what every good husband would do. He got up, first of all, and protected his wife at all costs. That's the first and foremost. First and most pressing matter of all husbands is to protect your wife. Jasmine Sullivan. Thank you, Courtney. He got up there and he protected his wife, shouted his wife out, made his wife feel good. Then he mentioned his daughter as well. But wife first. Smart move, Jigga Man. Then he said basically what Kanye West has already said. Kanye West has already made this comment back when Taylor Swift won. Kanye West, and when Kanye West made it, we thought Kanye was crazy. And I just realized it really all depends on who the messenger is. It all comes down to who the messenger is. Kanye West and Jay-Z said the exact same thing, different wording, but the exact same message. And when Jay-Z said it, they're like, oh, this is Black History Month. This is amazing. This is great. Kanye said the same thing. They're like, Kanye's crazy. And I noticed it. Oh, 12 Play. That's another great song with a countdown in it. Give him a little 12 Play. 1, we'll go to my room of fun. Yeah, that's it. But you also knew that he was crazy when it was a room of fun. 1, we'll go to my room of fun. But yeah, so Kanye is different. It's all in your presentation and how you present it. Somebody pointed out yesterday when I said it on Facebook, it's the same thing. Your preacher has been preaching the same message all the time. Then they bring in a guest preacher. They bring in T.D. Jakes, and the T.D. Jakes preach the same message. And y'all will be like, man, that drink was deep. Your pastor sitting there like, I've been telling y'all this for months. You know who goes through that the most? Parents. If you are a parent, you already know to your kids you are Kanye. And everybody else in the world is Jay-Z. As a parent, I know I tell my kids stuff all the time. Try to lead them in the right way. Push them to be better. I can say something to my kids and mean it from the bottom of my heart. I know I'm giving them wisdom. And they go in one ear and out the other. Somebody can come in behind me and say the exact same thing. And they be like, wow, thanks so much. That's amazing. It's ridiculous. It's what it is. And I'm sick of it. Tired of being Kanye to my own kids. When do I become Jay-Z to my children? Husbands, y'all know it. I guess it sounds better from somebody else. Husbands, y'all know it. You can tell your wife something all the time. You come in that house, tell your wife she's beautiful, she looks great, it's amazing. Don't mean nothing. Somebody else come in and tell your wife the exact same thing you said, and they own it. It is unfair. Fellas, how many times have you told your wife to put on something? You be like, girl, you look good in that red dress. Oh, I don't know. Oh, the red dress makes me feel fat and blah, blah, blah. Then she go out of the house in that red dress and her girlfriend, girl, you slaying in that red dress. Girl, ain't I though? Wait a minute, I just told you at the house how good you looked in the dress. But it take these heifers validate you. Are these your kings? One, we'll go to my room of fun. That's all I know. We didn't even think we was going to be together. That's how you feel at the end of the day. That's all you want to yell out, fellas. Next time you compliment your wife and her girls, you come back and be like, man, you look good. You be like, we weren't even supposed to be together. Just yell it out randomly to get on their nerves. You the husband, you done fought and gone through everything. Y'all, you love her flaws and all. But let one of her homegirls tell her she look good. It's a whole different level. Girl, I'm slaying. Thank you, girl. It's crazy. It's crazy. We gotta get out of here, man. Oh, got to do the word of the day. Got to do the word of the day, and we got to come back and probably do something Black History-ish. We got to let people know about Negroes in this time. Look at this. Look at the word of the day. Gratuitous. Ain't got nothing to do with gratuity. That's different. Gratuitous. A gratuitous describes things that are not necessary, appropriate, or justified, as in a gratuitous insult or a gratuitous assumption. Gratuitous can also mean free. The film was criticized for its gratuitous violence, or a local veterinary technician provided gratuitous services to the animal shelter twice a month. So gratuitous can either be, hey, you doing too much, and that ain't even necessary, or free. That's kind of crazy. You out there giving your wife gratuitous compliments. And just like, and listen, man, that shows you we can't win. Gratuitous can mean way too much or free. So you can give your wife a gratuitous compliment, and she gonna decide in her own head whether it's way too much or just something you was giving out for free. I'm just saying. The Black History fact of the day. Let's see what today's Black History fact of the day is. What day of the week is it? Today is the 5th. So we should be on the 5th Black History fact. And let's just go back to the beginning. In case you didn't already know, the creator of Black History Month, of course, is historian Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson. He's often referred to as the father of Black history. He was notably the second African-American to graduate from Harvard University with a doctorate degree, and is credited with being one of the first scholars to study and research the history of African-Americans. Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson. Why is being slandered this morning? And not being slandered. I'm just, Carter G. Woodson told us back in the day, but y'all didn't care because it was a man. So Carter G. Woodson is our Black History fact for the day. The creator of Black History Month, often referred to as the father of Black history. So Carter G. Woodson, he started this whole thing up. So when you get mad that it like most women, his wife was the first one to complain about it being short. They're like, why you do February, Carter? He's from Virginia, though, New Canton, Virginia. Born in 1875, died in 1950. 1950. Parents were slaves. That's crazy. Somebody died in 1950. Parents were slaves. Woodson's parents were formerly enslaved people, were born into a poor family, moved to West Virginia, where he supported himself and his family by working in the coal mines. He did not have enough money to enroll in high school until he was 20. Couldn't get in high school until he was 20. After graduating in less than 2 years, which he should because he was 20, he taught high school. That's what you want. You graduated 2 years, and then you come right back. Well, we know why Carter G. Woodson. He graduated from high school and came right back and taught high school. He studied at Berea College in Kentucky, where he received a bachelor's degree in 1903, and then at the University of Chicago, where he received a second bachelor's and a master's degree in 1908, earned his PhD from Harvard University in 1912, the second African-American after W.E.B. Du Bois to do so. Carter G. Woodson, Du Bois. That is a good group to be for. In 1915, Woodson and 4 others founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History. Today it's called the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, but Negro was a better word back then. We went with Negro because it meant black, which encouraged scholars to engage in the intensive study of the black past. This area of study had previously been largely neglected or distorted in the hands of historians who accepted and perpetuated a biased picture of black people's roles in and influence on American and world affairs. Sort of like what they're trying to do now. They're trying to come back now and change history again. And no. In 1916, Woodson edited the first issue of the association's principal scholarly publication, the Journal of Negro History, which remained important for more than 30 years. Crazy. Great guy. Carter G. Woodson. Do more research on him. Y'all go check him out. Y'all go check that man out. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. It's Monday. Let today be the first day of your week, man. Let this start off greatness. You know how we do Mondays. We master Mondays, so the rest of the week has no choice but to bow down to our greatness. We get in here and we hold Monday down. We know the rest of the week is ours. So y'all do a fantastic job of having a great morning. Good morning, Stephanie. Y'all be great on purpose with purpose. Hey, remember, we are a few days away, just a few days away from my national, well, not really my national television debut because I've already been on Roland Martin, which was on national television. But I ain't never been on the BET Plus. So I'm on the BET Plus starting February the 15th. That's streaming February 15th. Keep your eyes open. And we're thinking about having a watch party for people to come through. And it's really going to depend on if the shows come on by episodes or if they stream all of it at one time. If they do episode by episode, we still gonna have a watch party, but we ain't gonna do the watch party until it's the episode I'm on. Y'all ain't gonna come to my watch party just to watch other people. No, sir. No, and I think I don't hit till episode 2 or 3. Might be episode 2. I got to go back and look. But whatever episode, once I get on the show, once they introduce Deacon Charles, then I'll come on. So y'all go ahead and plan on watching the BET Plus original series Churchy. Start streaming February 15th. Big shout out to my man Kev on stage. Just saw that BET bought a billboard in Times Square. So I'm really excited. I'm not on it, but I'm close. I'm almost like I'm kind of on it. Like I tell people, I'm on the background. I'm on the back of the flyer. They just showed the front side. If they would have flipped the flyer over, it's in the back. But yeah, but I hit, and I already changed the prices. Listen, the prices have already changed. If you book me before the BET announcement, you in. The price has changed. Yesterday's price is definitely not. I broke like the hearts of 4 churches just yesterday. They thought they could get me for non-BET prices. I was like, nah, cuz I gotta do it. And so this is a big step for me. Because I used to be like, hey man, I would lower my price, lower my value, who I was, to make people happy, or had that FOMO, the fear of missing out. I was like, if I don't take this money, when will some more money come? But I realized, man, when you start putting yourself first and realizing who you are, your talent, make other people recognize and respect you too. You're going to be what you say you are. If somebody calls me like, how much is it for you to come out? And I'd be like, I come for $50. I'm now a $50 comedian. And that's what I am. If I'm out there accepting $50, that's what I am. If I could be like, no, dog, it's $5,000, and stand on my $5,000 because that's who I am, stand there. Sometimes people, man, we don't value ourselves enough. We don't feel like we're worth it. We don't feel like our product, you sell a t-shirt, you're like, how can I sell my t-shirt for $40 if Ralph Lauren is? Because you got to believe that your shirt is as good as Ralph Lauren's shirt. If you're a public speaker and you're like, I can't charge as much as those guys. Yes, you can, because you're as good as those guys. Now, if you're not as good as those guys, be like Jay-Z and be like, some of y'all don't belong in the category anyway. But once you get in the category, be in the category. Be there. Be mindful of it. Put the work in. Get yourself in the category. And when you win that, dog, I'm in the room at this point. So if I'm in the room with everybody, and it ain't about just the money, but respect me like everybody else is in the room. Realize that you worked your way in the room and you deserve to be in the room. You're not in the room by accident. You didn't walk into the wrong room. That door was open for you to walk into, and you are in there. Now accept that you're in there and be in that room. Be present in that room. You ain't got to overtake the room. Be present in the room. But I'm telling you, your presence in the room is noted. They feel you in that room. So they feel you in the room, make everybody that's on the outside of the room feel you too. I'm telling y'all can do it. You're good enough. Stop selling yourself short. You ain't a midget. And if you are a midget, hey, you got a lot to look up to. You can do it. Little self, big hands, fat little fingers. Y'all are all right too. But be in the room, accept your place in the room, and know that you belong there. I'm out until tomorrow, man. Y'all know the theme of my show, man. Make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. You're good enough. You can do it. You deserve to be in the room. You kicked in the door, waving your fofo. I'm out, man.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started